Paws is situated in Kautau. It's a small little authentic fisherman's village in the Hua Hin district. It's about 3 hours down south from Bangkok. Our facilities are based on a traditional Thai Buddhist temple. So volunteers will typically, during the day, encounter monks and nuns on the grounds. The temple grounds shoulder the ocean. So every day they would get to walk all our dogs to the beach, swim in the ocean, which is really, really, really pretty. And over and above that, our house is also the volunteer accommodation is just around the corner. It's like a 5-minute walk if you take the shortcut around the lake. So we're extremely fortunate to be where we are. Rescue Paws is not a shelter for stray animals. Our main focus is on sterilization and reducing the numbers.
The main mission of Rescue Paws is to decrease the street dog population through sterilizations. We go out to the streets and befriend the dogs through various and many feeding runs. And once we manage to befriend them, we actually bring them back to the kennels where we can then sterilize them and then send them back to the packs. The main reason why we do the feeding runs as well is basically so we can have that hand contact with the dogs. So a lot of the street dogs have been abused a lot by humans, so they get very aggressive towards people. So by actually approaching the dogs and patting them and showing them love and kindness, they actually respond much better towards people. So we've actually been able to prevent a lot of the dog attacks towards people, and in return people are no longer throwing sticks or rocks at the dogs and actually harming them that way as well. So we have actually had a lot of feedback from locals thanking us for doing that as well.
Oftentimes it does happen that the dogs are dumped, especially so on temple grounds. We have a lot of dumped dogs. We have a lot of abandoned dogs. A lot of abandoned dogs in terms of where it may have been a pet and the pet becomes sick and they don't have the inclination or the financial means to see to the medical treatment for the dog, so they would dump the dog at Rescue Paws. And that becomes really, really problematic for us for the reason that we only have 12 kennels and dumped dogs. We would have to house those dogs. There is not where we would typically catch and release for sterilizations. We would take the dogs back to their packs. But with dumped dogs, there is no pack to take them back to. So we take them on. We take on those dogs. And we keep them until we find homes for them. When we do have dogs that are available for adoption, we have a dog trainer, Nat. She volunteers her time and her efforts.
She's a smart dog, but very tricky to working with.
And why is that?
Very confident dog, very dominant. She born to be a pack leader, so she will challenge you with everything she can do. Not in an aggressive term, but like you want her to sit, she will sit for a bit and she will like, nah, I'm gonna walk off. Most people will let her go, but if we want to be more dominant than them, then we have to be like, no, you come back, you sit again. Try to have to make her focus with us longer. Come on, very, very quick learner, dog. Yeah. Like she learn, like when she walk with us, if we stop, her position is sitting down.
Our vet, Dr. A, has over a decade's experience.
I will let everyone involved with us. I cannot tell that I cannot change the world, but one thing that we are the same because we can change the puppy life forever.
We want to vaccinate all the cats and dogs. Unfortunately, we can't do it without donations because medications cost money, and so without the donations, you know, it's not possible for us to survive and continue with our actual mission sterilising the dogs and decreasing the street dog population. We wouldn't be who we are if we didn't have volunteers.
On that respect, volunteers are also a key component of what we do. They, at the end of the day, that's what keeps our doors open.
So we get here around 8 o'clock a.m. The first thing we do, we go into the clinic. We clean inside because lots of the dogs unfortunately have to sleep in there because we don't have enough room in kennels. We give them their medication, feed them, wash all their water bowls, food bowls, then we refill them, we do laundry, and then we make our way to the kennels just down the road. And then we pressure wash in there, we clean the kennels top to bottom, feed them, water them, give them their medication. And then once we're all done that, we get to take them to the beach. When we get to go to the beach, you see a complete different dog than when you do in the kennel or in the clinic or even just around here. When they are on the beach, you can see how happy they are, and it rubs right off onto you. They are running around, playing, swimming. They are having the time of their lives. That is what they look forward to every single day.
One of our dogs, Tiger, the dog pretty much arrived just before I did, and that dog pretty much did not trust anyone. And T, one of our other volunteers, actually pretty much put the dedication and time in with the dog to make sure it was comfortable with us. And the dog completely trusts us now, like compared to when I first saw. It did not let you touch it or come near it, always try and bite you, but now we can actually go up to the dog and like full cuddle it. So that's quite amazing.
Yeah. If you are thinking about volunteering here, but you are not sure, just do it, because once you get here, you will not want to leave.
Just a little bit of your money can make a lot of change in rescue ball.
Please come to join with us.
Come join Rescue Paws!